welcome to Upstate Update. It's Saturday, March 10th, 2018. I'm your host, Wyatt Barmore-Pooley.
And I'm Sierra St. Louis. We have a special guest. Her name is Mindy. She will be joining us today because she doesn't want to leave my side.
Special contributor, Mindy the cat. And welcome to Albany. Technically Guilderland, but welcome to Albany. That's right, it's Upstate Update on location.
Yes.
So, since I talked to you last, it is now spring break, but we also did have a week of school, and both of us had our teachers try to sort of finish the term with a bang. I had 2 tests this week. I had one in CSD and one in, what did I have it in? CRS, that's what I had it in. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
How many tests did you have, Sierra?
I had 3 tests. I had 1 on Monday and 2 on Tuesday, and for those of you who listened to this before, you know that my Tuesdays are very long. But I had a bio test, I had a chem test, and a calc test. 2 of the grades I've gotten back, and I did well on them, so that's good. And Mindy here had no test, she was just here waiting for me.
I have no idea how I did on any of the tests. We don't get our results back that fast. The first one I had was in CRS, and that was taking 10 scenarios, 10 arguments, and identifying which fallacy they were associated with, like false cause, straw man, red herring, hasty generalization, etc., etc., etc. And we had to match each one to the correct fallacy and then explain it. Second one was on communication, it was on disorders this time, the D in CSD, and it was on voice disorders. And that was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Luckily, there were no diagrams this time, so that went well. I hope.
My
Please.
test, I hope your test went well as well. But my test, bio, was on the
Heart stuff?
Heart stuff. Yes, heart stuff. If you see, if this gets cut in, I paused. It was on heart stuff, respiratory stuff, and just all around enzyme stuff. And then chem was on acids and bases, which I hate. Acids and bases.
It's
so
a
lot
basic.
of math. It's just all the math. It's breaking me down slowly.
And we're not even talking about the math test yet.
No, that's a different test. And calc was on derivatives and implicit differentiation, and yes, we realize this goes over your head. And implicit differentiation, chain rule, product rule, quotient rule, all that good stuff, you know? No, it's not good stuff. Never do it. I hate it. Anyway.
Don't do math, kids.
It's not a fun thing. Oh, we had a special, Mindy's saying she needs to get cleaned. She's cleaning herself. That's her update.
On camera, too.
I know.
And in more fun stuff, well, actually, no. The tests were more fun than reading The Hunger Games for Nerd Class. That book is incredibly depressing. I forgot about how captivating it is to read, and then how much I hate that I read it after. We read Catching Fire, not the first one.
Story time! I read The Hunger Games. I read them within 2 days. I read the first book in 2 hours, and then I was going to go see the movie the day after that. And before we went to go see the movie, we had gone to Walmart to go shopping, and I got the other 2 books and read the other 2 books before I went to go see the movie.
The first movie?
Yes.
So you knew it was going to happen.
Everything. Because I was taught as a child, read the book before you go see the movie.
Which is the golden rule. So after we finished all of our school stuff, we were both pretty much done by Thursday night, and we left yesterday.
Except for I wasn't done, because I had a Friday morning class at 9:30 of calc, which for the people who showed up, he gave the 7 extra bonus points. My best. It's my favorite. And then after that, I had a meeting for a program that I'm in, and we talked a lot about some that I'm interested in, not school stuff, just like hobby stuff that I'm interested in, because we have the same interests. And then after that, I got back to the dorm, we hung out for a little bit, and then we headed on out to the bus.
Yeah, we made sure we had all of our stuff. I made sure I had all my stuff. Sierra's coming home, but if I forget something, it's back in Syracuse, and I can't really do anything about it. So we got all of our stuff together, and then we headed to the bus stop to beat all the people and to beat the storm, because there was snow, although it was weird snow. So it was sunny, but it was snowing, and it was big snowflakes, and it was very windy, so it was just swirling around, not sticking to the ground. It was like, I don't know, I've driven on the freeway. It was like driving on the freeway in heavy rain, except it wasn't wet, so there was no problem driving. But I don't know. Weather is wild. You guys, they're actually right when they talk about there being no real weather in California.
Yeah, no, sorry. No offense to you guys, but you have no weather.
It is snowy out here. There's a decent amount of snow. You look out in the morning and it's all white, and I got blinded.
Yeah, blinded by the light. Snow.
Blinded by the reflected light.
Yes, but it's still light nonetheless.
That's true. Thank
Don't
you.
mess with me. I took physics last year.
Thank you, science major.
I took physics last year. Don't mess with me. I'm kidding. No, I actually did pick physics. Kidding about the joke. You need to cut that.
So we got to the bus station, and our bus got split up into two. All the stops between here and Albany got on one bus, and then we got on a bus with all the Boston people for an express. So fast, no stops express to Albany. Took about 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a movie. Sierra slept for a bit, and then stared mournfully out the window.
Not mournfully. I like this scenery.
Yeah, you have resting mournful face.
Shut up. But yeah, and then we got back here in Albany. My grandparents both of them picked us up.
Fun fact: they have a Dodge Caravan, not a Grand Caravan, Mom. A Dodge Caravan, just like you've been looking for all those years in San Francisco, just like ours.
But yeah, they picked us up at the bus station, and we went straight shopping because my grandmother wanted to make sure we had stuff in the house that both of us would eat, or like Wyatt would eat.
I bought a giant bagel. It was like this big. I haven't eaten all of it yet. It was amazing. I didn't know they had those. New York is great, guys.
They also got your soft pretzels.
Yes, gotta have the soft pretzels.
And I got chips and candy. Cadbury eggs. I love Cadbury eggs. The mini eggs. Ooh, so good. Anyway.
We got both of our favorite snacks, so we'll be happy.
Yes, and then we got back to the house, and we got back and unpacked a little bit. I unpacked a little bit. And then we hung around, we ate dinner, I made dinner, and later on in the night we had a family friend come visit because,
He's like metal Ron Swanson. He scares me so much, but he's so nice.
Yeah, we had a friend come visit because I'm looking into getting a few tattoos, and he has a bunch of them and knows somebody who owns a tattoo shop, where that's like down the street from me basically. So I was looking into that. He stayed for about an hour, had some good conversations.
Like a former Marine that wears a leather jacket.
Yeah.
He could beat me up with his pinky.
And then what else did we do? I think I just watched some Korean dramas.
Yeah, we were kind of tired, so one of us went to bed early. Sierra watched shows.
Yes, I did, because I was enjoying myself, and it was break, and I decided that it was okay to stay up late, because I didn't have to do homework, and I didn't have anything absolutely necessary to do today. So, anyway.
So one of us is tired.
You're tired too.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's me that's tired, not Sierra.
I mean, I'm still tired, just not as tired as you are.
Yeah.
Oh, Mindy. Yes, update, she's playing with my pants. She likes strings. She likes strings a lot. She also likes catnip. I have a catnip bag for her. I have not opened it, but I think she's going to tear it to bits. And then today, we woke up and got up, showered, waited around a little bit. Then my grandparents got back from shopping, helped them bring in the groceries and stuff. And me and Wyatt went to the mall to go see Black Panther. And
Finally.
my brother as the Easter Bunny, which actually didn't happen, but he was still working, so I got to tease him for that.
Sierra's brother is working part-time as the Easter Bunny. He also works the camera. We just missed seeing him in costume, which would have been great. As an older sibling, I completely respect the desire to go heckle your younger brother as the Easter Bunny when he cannot speak because he's the Easter Bunny.
Yes.
It's diabolical.
I was upset about that, but he was happy to see me. Wyatt also got to meet my sister and my aunt and uncle again.
It was a St. Louis family reunion today, except none of them were in the same place.
Yeah, no, none of them were. But yeah, so that's what happened today after we went to see Black Panther.
And the movie was good. Thumbs up to the movie.
Yes, I agree, definitely. It was a great movie. Wakanda forever.
Should I do the salute?
Wait, do the same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Sorry. I'm so excited about
We never do anything together.
No, not at all.
Never.
It's okay. Right, Mindy?
So on next week's show, this is sort of just the normal show. You even got the lights. This is just the relocated Upstate update on location. Next week, though, it's going to be a little bit like the first Upstate update, where I did a travel segment where I'm going to film and edit a bunch of clips from this week, and you're going to get to follow along with a lot of the stuff we do as it happens after we're pretty much done. So the show might be a little delayed next week, depending on how long it takes me to edit that. But I think it's going to be really fun, and you're going to get to see some cool things that I'm doing right now. But we do have one little free extra segment on this show, and that is going to be...
Intro to my animals! Okay, so, here we go. So, I have my cat Mindy here. She is a wonderful gray tiger striped kitty. She is 2 years old, and I adopted her from a rescue that I volunteer for here in the capital region. And then we have Dalton, who I'm fostering for the same volunteer for the rescue that I'm in. She's an all-black kitty with some gorgeous, like, I want to say gold, amberish eyes. She looks like an owl. She's a really scared cat, as she's just getting used to humans and all of that. It took her a very long time. And then we'll go on to Jerry. Jerry actually recently lost his brother, but they were both 13-year-olds. He's 13 years old. And he's a darker tiger striped boy. He's very, very tall for a cat. Very long cat. And so we have him, and he's really sweet. He doesn't really like being picked up, but he loves being petted, and he'll follow you like slowly, kind of like a sloth behind you, and you won't even realize he's there until you look down and see him, or he like nudges his face against you. So it's really cool. And then we have Pretty. Pretty is a calico kitty, but she's mostly white with just a few spots of calico on her, and her tail is colored. She's 7 years old, I believe. We adopted her as well from the rescue. She is blind in one eye, actually, so she's not too fond when you come up onto her on one side, but she's a very cuddly kitty, likes being held and petted, and she'll meow at you a lot. Then we have Tigerly, who is actually a kitten from one of my old cats that we had found in the woods and had bottle fed and all that, but she's the daughter of my old cat baby. She's tiger striped and looks kind of like she's wearing a suit, like a striped suit, and she has like these white little paws, and she's absolutely adorable. And then we have Goober. Oh, I forgot to say, Tiger Lily is about 9 years old at this point. She has a very small head and a very fat body. It's quite true. And then we have Goober. Goober is a black and white munchkin kitty with a block-like head. And he is actually 16 years old. We found out recently that he was actually born in 2002. And we also adopted him from the rescue that I worked for. And last but not least, we have Blackberry. Blackberry is about 9 years old. She's a dog that we've had for a while. We adopted her when she was 2, not from the same rescue I work for, but from a different one. And she is technically my sister's dog, but my sister didn't take her with her, so she's our dog. She's been with us forever. She's wonderful. She has like wavy black hair and a really curly tail. Yeah, no, she's wonderful. But yeah, those are all my animals, and I hope you enjoy the pictures that he's gonna insert because they're adorable. Yeah. That's it.
Cool.
Is that short enough? I'll intro.
No.
Yes. And after that very long segment, we have What's on Deck.
Yeah, because that's just about it for what happened this week. So, what's on deck? We have 1 week in Albany now, off, basically no schoolwork, so we are going to do fun things. Museum, roller skating, Blight, a trampoline park, because we're both really 7 years old on the inside. We might try to go sledding before the snow melts. All kinds of fun stuff we got planned for this week in Albany. Right, Sierra?
Yes. Sorry, I'm distracted by my cat. But yes, no, I'm planning on taking him around, showing him the town a bit. We're also going to go to Blaze if he forgot, because he doesn't want to, but I'm going to make him go with me anyway. Yeah, so it's going to be great.
Nice. I'm going to keep recording, but we're going to go on to the next, just to sign off. All right. So this is going to do it for Upstate Update and Radio WJBP. I'm your host, Wyatt Barmore-Pooley.
I'm Sierra St. Louis. And this is Mindy.
Signing off. We will see you next time.